Welcome to Faststang 444. I really need your help. I'm trying to grow my channel, so please subscribe and help me get to 1,000 subscribers.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
Villain TSS is in this game. He is in a Hoonigan RS200. As you can see, I am in a Camaro, and I would have no chance going the traditional direction, so I am attempting to influence the finish north up the coast. And I was successful at influencing the finish. It looks like it is roughly around the hotel. This is Villain TSS that comes flying in just after I cross the finish.
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati. Oh, shh.
I found this Camaro drop actually, and I had 0 head-to-heads. This car chased me down, and it wound up being Terror Cruise, so off we go. And to my surprise, he winds up gifting me the win. Very kind of him. Thanks, Terror Cruise.
Opponent eliminated.
I did go on to win this game and thanked him afterwards. This is part of the video that I have titled there. I'll show you what I found in this game, a Hoonigan Group A, and I did engage in one head-to-head and leveled up into a Funko, and am now getting in position for the final showdown. Terror Cruises also in this game.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
That's him in the level 7 Bronco. Ahead. It should be a little farther to the left, and I wind up running right solid into this tree. I open up the map and can see the finish is just south of the dry river bed. So I will continue on this road, and when I get a little closer, I will angle over towards that dirt road that is on the south side of the dry river bed. I'm all over the road, as you can see in the Funko here. Wheel stand. Cut over to that dirt road that I mentioned. Here comes Terror Cruise now.
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
And as I mentioned, I only had one head-to-head in this game. I'll show you the level 9 Volkswagen Andretti Beetle that I found in this game, and this is just east of Atlantis to Tula. Unbeknownst to me, this dance that I am doing here with this vehicle is Surveyor 2, and I'm waiting for them to come close to me to engage in a head-to-head, make a bit of an error in going away from the direction of a head-to-head, so a rookie move, and it's on now. This wound up being a close finish. Good game, Surveyor 2.
Opponent eliminated!
I did not go on to win this game, unfortunately. I'll show you this head-to-head that I engaged in. As you can see, I am in a level 3 Volvo. They are in the level 5 Maserati Levante. And we'll fast forward this race up until I get close to the finish. I recognize the gamer tag as a skilled player that I've run across a few times in the Eliminator and wind up beating them. I will always go towards drops after I complete a head-to-head, and you can see why that I do that. I wound up going on to engage in another head-to-head real quick, won it, wound up in the Hoonigan RS RX, and I am about to have terrible positioning against Sundelik. There's no chance here for me. I will see the race out, just the outside chance they make a mistake, which is unlikely. They're a very skilled player. Good game, Sundelik. Well played. I just leveled up into this Merc AMG GT, and I saw this car nearby, so I am chasing them. I did not know it was Silverback until I got close to him and engaged in a head-to-head. Trying to get around these trees and start going the direction of finish. Right into a tree. Stuck in the trees here momentarily. He winds up taking the lead. Took a much better route than I. At this point, it's not looking as though I'm going to be able to win this. Go through the southern end of the lava field here. Do wind up catching up to him, and I know this finish is just below this little cliff over here, and am in desperation mode, try jumping to the finish and over shoot the finish, he wisely goes around it and then crosses the finish for the win. Good game, Silverback. Well played. I will jump into this game as I am getting in position for the final showdown, and that is Screwface in the right lane in a Funko.
Final showdown!
These two cars, or this car, going the opposite direction, fortunately opened up his map so he didn't ram into me. I timed my exit halfway decent at 2 seconds. Screwface timed his exit perfectly. Off we go. Actually, it looks like the finish may be around the greenhouse area where I like to start playing the Eliminator, and it is almost exactly where I like to start. Screwface is going to go around the south side of the pyramid strip. I actually like going all the way around the north end of it, but unfortunately I was turning when I hit that bump, so that causes me to shoot the gap here, which I do perfectly. There's a bump beyond it on that gap, so I slowed down so I didn't roll over and reset. Showing I am in third position, but I actually like my chances of making up this ground on this line. Let's see if I can do it. Second place. And he crossed the finish there for the win. Good game, Screwface. Well played. Congratulations on the win. I will jump into this game as I am getting in position for the final showdown against Saeed here in the Northeast.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
I had to lower the volume at the beginning of this race because he was just hammering his horn. I was actually curious how these two vehicles would stack up against each other. I believe the Lambo has a bit of an edge with a higher top speed. I actually declined the Andretti Beetle in the last head-to-head I won because this has a higher top speed. Exit at 1 second, and the finish looks to be very close to the highway, quite possibly just south of the highway. I will know more as I get closer. Looks as though I am just maintaining the distance between us, and I didn't want to open up the map until I was near top speed, so I will do that here. And I can see the finish is on the north end of the pyramid strip, so I will angle over towards this finish on this ramp. It's right in line of this finish. He's just behind me here. Was fun and two closely matched level 8s. Good game, Saeed.
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati! Oh, shh.
This winds up being Rich Day that is in the Audi RS7 near level 9 top speeds. It's unlikely, unless he makes an error, that I am going to be able to beat him, which, very skilled player, is unlikely. Goes off to the right. I decide to go a little farther off to the left between the trees, more of a direct route, but he is going to get to this finish before I can get to it. Good game, Rich Day. Well played. We'll show you this late head-to-head that I engaged in against this level 8 RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck. Fast forward it as I go through the trees. Had a clean run through there, and I will take the RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck just before the final showdown. And Racing Dragon 7 is in this final showdown. I don't remember what level 10 he was in. I am scrambling to exit because of that late head-to-head, so I'm kind of out of position here. Follow this road to exit the arena. Time my exit halfway decent. Scrambling at 2.5 seconds. I will fast forward the final showdown here. 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place. Angle over towards this finish. And Racing Dragon winds up winning this one. Well played, and congratulations on the win, Racing Dragon 7. I found this level 7 Ford Bronco right at the beginning of this game. Engaged in 3 head-to-heads. As you can see, I wound up in a level 10 Funko. Racing Dragon 7 just won a head-to-head there and also gets into a level 10 Funko. I will jump ahead where I am getting in position for the final showdown here in the southeast. This is Arena 6. Racing Dragon 7 just won a late head-to-head.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
I think that's Racing Dragon 7 off on the right. The times his exit perfectly. I am exiting at 2 seconds with a fair amount of speed. Not bad. Finish is straight ahead, so I have to watch out for some random trees on this line. Avoid that X-shaped intersection. A lot of houses right through there. Crossing the stream around this dirt road. This is a flat line through here. He went off to the left around that bridge, and if you don't get right across that bridge, you'll get hung up on the steep banks on either side of it. Fumbling my way between the trees there, but very well we know the Funko can be a tricky animal at high speeds. I found actually pulsating the throttle helps where you can maintain your direction and not spin out. And we'll get this win in. Good game, Racing Dragon 7. Well played.
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati. Oh, shh.
I wound up making a huge error here. Here is Nacho Legal 1977 in a Lamborghini Centenario. The finish is off to the right here. Seen this finish point many times before in this head-to-head. They did as well. I thought they would just cross the finish and eliminate me here, but to my surprise, they wound up gifting me the win. Thank you, Nacho Legal 1977. That was very generous of you.
Opponent eliminated.
Fortunately, I did not go on to win this game, so their generous gift was wasted, I guess, on me. They should have raced it and possibly won. But thank you again for the generous gift, Nacho Legal 1977. Moyamar 7 is in this final showdown, and I am getting in position for that final showdown. And as I do, the third player is outside of the arena. This will be a 2-driver final showdown against myself in the Funko and Moyamar in the Baraki that comes along right here. It's rare to see a 2-driver final showdown, and quite possibly even more rare up against an online gaming friend. I was curious how the Funko would stack up against the Baraki. I am increasing in speed and time my exit very well at 2 seconds, 204 miles per hour. Initially, it looks like the finish may be around the lava field. I did not want to open up the map and sacrifice any speed up against the Baraki and a skilled player, so I will just go by past experience that this is around the lava field. You can see as I get closer that is a definite. So I decide to take a bit more of a riskier route and go in between the trees here. Moyamar went farther beyond the trees and then we'll turn over. He is in first place. I am in second. So if I could get a clean run through here, I might quite possibly be able to catch them. I'm not sure if they clipped a tree or something through there because I passed them, and we'll get the win. Good game. Well played, Moyamar. After the game, he did tell me that he bumped into a house.
Winner! Welcome to the Illuminati!
Jump into this game later in the game. I am crossing the finish, as you can see, and beating and taking a Hoonigan Group A.
Opponent eliminated!
Screwface is in this game. There are other online gaming friends as well, and I will point those out as I go by them. Didn't go by Screwface, but I knew he was in the game. Here's Silverback, and I was trying to get him to come over this direction to influence the finish with myself and Mike Mechanic that's over here. I knew Mike was over here because he sent me a chat message saying Copper Canyon. So we will attempt a 2-person influenced finish, and I will fast forward this part of it. We were unsuccessful. I think Mike quit the game when he realized we were so far out of it, but I thought that I would remain in it just to see who wound up winning. Mike and I chatted via the Xbox app talking about how we failed, and then I had a chat with Screwface, who wound up winning. He said he was in a Porsche Cayenne but had damage on his timeout bar, so he couldn't leave early. So congratulations, Screwface. I will jump into this game as the arena is shrinking for the final showdown here in the southeast. Final Arena 7. You can See my friend Mike Mechanic. Mike goes off to head northwest. If I remember correctly, he didn't think he would have a shot against the Brocky going the direction I typically go west for Arena 7. He's kind of going the direction you would go for Arena 6. And a lot of people actually do that from this final arena. I will always go west on this road. I find if it is northwest, I will adjust my route accordingly. I time my exit perfectly at 3 seconds. Continue on this road, and when the finish point appears, it is actually northwest, so I will cut through these trees here and then navigate through the greenhouse area. I like to go around the north end of the pyramid strip, so I will angle over towards that direction now. See the pyramid strip now on the mini map. Good game, Mike.
Winner! Welcome to the Illuminati!
Here's another game where Mike Mechanic is in the same game. And I'll show you this head-to-head. This wound up being a really great head-to-head. They tried blocking me, and you actually ghost for just a second when you engage in a head-to-head. So I'll fast forward this, as you can see, as I am crossing the finish, and definitely will take the level 9 Volkswagen Andretti Beetle. Thank you very much, Paul.
Opponent eliminated!
I will jump ahead where I was kind of in desperation mode, trying to get into a level 10 for this final showdown, and fortunately for me, I crossed paths, kind of chased down that Jeep Trackhawk, which doesn't have a shot against the Andretti Beetle off-road. As I near the finish, the arena is shrinking for the final showdown, so perfect timing.
Opponent eliminated!
And I remember chatting with Mike after this game, telling him had I known he was in an Andretti Beetle, I would have remained in the Andretti Beetle, where we could have had a fair final showdown race, both in the same car, but here I am in the Funko. I will leave closer to the minimum range of time to leave because the Funko has a very quick acceleration rate. I will slow this next part down as I cross paths with a Hoonigan RS200. They are heading east, so they're not going to be able to influence the finish. I'm not sure what they're doing. I timed my exit very well at 2.5 seconds, just behind Mike. He tried coming over and blocking me, which is part of the game. And it looks like the finish is on the highway. Mike, out of frustration, told me he rage quit, knowing we're so far out of it. And the finish is on the highway, so I just need to put the power down here. It's a matter of which lane it's in. And the finish is in the other lane, so I will just go through the guardrail. A pretty dominant win. Good game, Mike.
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati! Oh, shh.
I will jump into this game as I am getting in position for the final showdown. Here comes Mike Mechanic over in a level 8 Lamborghini Murcielago.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
This is the point I like to leave from for Arena 8. And I wasn't sure on when I should leave, so I left at the maximum 24 seconds. And as I near the arena wall, I can see I am early, so I have to slow down through here. And it's a good thing I slowed down because I exit at 3 seconds. And Mike is just behind me on the right. I have to watch out for a shed and a barn. You can see there on the right. Now I want to either go through the end of this greenhouse or that intersection. Try and stay around that dirt trail. There's a bump through that field that if you're not close to that, it'll cause you to flip, possibly tumble through there. I will continue on this line, a direct line towards the finish. Once I am across the highway, I will go through the road configuration that is roughly shaped like a dog's head. I know there are obstructions around the neck there on the right. Between the trapezoid area on the back of the dog's head and the neck, there are also obstructions. And at the top of the dog's head, I just narrowly missed those. Wow. So let's get over to this finish for a very easy win. Mike could have been a little closer to the finish, but I think he had some problems in this final showdown, if I remember correctly. Good game, Mike. We seem to be in final showdowns in mismatched vehicles.
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator!
I made note that this was win 3,790. Yes! I will jump into this game as I am challenged by ID Yo-Yo. I didn't honk my horn. I was actually just trying to go someplace safe and wait for the final showdown and not challenge anyone, but and of course my hand to engage and ran into some rocks there. I will fast forward this race, and I am already deciding that I am going to take the Funko, which will be offered, because this typically is an off-road final showdown. The Funko's no more apt for this final showdown. Rage quitting there.
Opponent eliminated!
And I will jump ahead. I wound up just going on the perimeter, and as I am getting in position for the final showdown, someone gets into a Funko, and here is another online gaming friend, Maple Buns. I actually love her gamer tag. I thought it was hilarious, and I did have questions answered, but I'm not sure she wants me to share that, so we'll leave it at that.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
As you can see, I am in the Baja for Arena 17. That's the range of time. I will leave in the middle of that at 13 seconds. There is two drivers also going this direction. There There's a car behind me, quite possibly caught out of position. I exited 3 seconds. The remaining 3 drivers are heading down the coast trying to influence the finish, which they are somewhat successful at. Jump over this one little small dune. You're in those buildings. Go to the right of that intersection. You can see those obstructions on the left there. Now just stay on the edge of the dunes here, right in line of this finish. There's a lava field off to the left. I avoid on this line and the dunes, of course, that are off on the right. And even though they were successful at influencing the finish, this is a direct route. So a lot of times if I see drivers trying to influence the finish, I will go with them, but I don't always do that. It's kind of a last second decision, and I did well winning it with them influencing the finish. Good game, Maple Buns. I just crack up just saying that.
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe. Please help me get to 1,000 subscribers.